Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to No Man's Land. Sorry, just taking it steady through the ford there. So, yeah, welcome back. Got a few little jobs to do, and I'm just trying to figure out where to put this. As you can see, I've got a little something green on the back of the trailer in the old rear view mirror. Actually, I've got to park just up here in the car park. It's not being used, so we're all right. So, if you remember in the last episode, I think I talked about it anyway, fairly certain I did, switched the engine off, and yeah, so I talked about, lights, probably have to scroll through, right, I talked about the fact that we had probably people coming to live in the old village here. So I've had to move out of my house that I was using, which is fine. That was always the plan. It was only temporary. I was just making use of it while it was there and occupied. And so I figured it was time to get the gardens ready. Crops are still wet, so we can't do any harvesting. I could do some planting, I suppose. I'm going to put some oilseed radish in the field, one of the fields we've got ready. But yeah, I thought we'd do this instead. We're going to start getting these gardens ready, and I've got just the tool, this little garden tractor, John Deere, nice. Right, so lift it up. So I've already brought some stuff down, then I realised I'd forgotten that the implement on the back here, this sort of rotavator type thing, just to create a few flower beds. But yeah, so I had to dash back up the store, and obviously with it, because it's too heavy to pick up by hand. And oh, how on earth did I manage to leave that like that? Actually, you know what I could do just for a minute? Just put that there, because obviously we're not going to cut the grass in this bit. So basically going to cut the sort of spin around a little bit. It's a very nippy little tractor. It's a bit loud, so I hope you can hear me okay. I'll try and remember to speak up and clearly enunciate. Ooh, that didn't work very well, did it? But yeah, so actually not, we don't need that. So if I sort of nudge, oh, that's a bit weird. There we go, the bushel bagger. That's all we need. We don't need the front forks anyway. Right, okay, so let's figure out. Let's have a look. Yep, we're all connected up. Okie dokie. Oh no, they're a bit bright. Right, so let's start in this one because we're here. So switch on the mower, lower it down. Switch on, well, I assume it's the bushel bagger. Oh no, that's the mower. Right, okay. Now they're both lowered down. Hopefully, yep, we're picking up grass. Excellent. I'm just going to go straight up the middle. Oh, so once you get up a bit of speed, it's not quite so loud. So apologies for when I slow down and it is. Anyway, no idea how much grass we're going to get off here. It's quite long, but already it's doing a cracking job. So we'll get up as close as we can. Don't mind leaving a little bit of wild grass in places. It's very good for the wildlife, you know. Just miss these wild flowers though, they're quite pretty, aren't they? Right, so just trying to get as close to the hedge as we can. Not bad. Oh, try and miss those. Do another little one round. Luckily it doesn't want to seem to cut the flowers down. That's not a bad thing, because some of them are quite pretty. I suppose once I've cut the flower borders in, we'll make a call as to whether or not they stay, just do a little bit of garden design, you know, make them look nice when people start arriving, hopefully get good sales. We've got interest, so good to get them ready. And yeah, hopefully we'll start having a few more people in the neighbourhood. Certainly got plenty of jobs they could be getting on with, so a few more workers would be helpful. As the farm expands, there'll be more things to do with the produce we create and blah blah. So, you know, be good to start having a little community going. Already got the people at the sweet shop and the garden centre and a few other places. Right, oh crikey, we're nearly full already. Okay, so yeah, we're going to cut a lot of grass today. I mean, there's only 3, well actually no, I need to cut the grass in all of the houses. There's 3 bigger gardens that will need flower beds and such. The The others just sort of have their sort of communal area, which will still need mowing again, just to keep it neat. But I probably won't put flower borders in there because they've got flowers at the front of their properties already. There we go. Right, switch it off, raise it up. Okay, so what we're going to do with this? So we could probably yeah, I don't know. We're going to get quite a lot, aren't we? I don't need to feed it to the sheep. I didn't feed them this morning because they're still eating out of the paddock rather than needing food in their feed troughs. What we could do, let's just see if we can sort of spread it out. Not sure how I know which one I'm on, to be honest. Right, that's the mower. That appears to be the bushel bagger. But there's no graphic to tell me that, hopefully. Anyway, well, let's see if we can unload. So if I'm assuming I can sort of unload here. So let's do it in the field that we've started to cut, sorry. Right. Wow, that's a lot of grass. I mean, it's only half a bale, really, but... Wow. Yeah, so I unload it in strips like that. I could get... Oh, did I keep the tedder? I don't remember if I kept the tedder. Oh, well, we'll see. Yeah, I'll get the tedder, ted it, we'll leave it to dry, and then we've got more hay bales. So why not? May as well make good use of it. It's good grass. It's the same grass as everything else because it's literally just a bit of field that we isolated, so, you know. Right, so if I just do this edge, switch that on, there we go. So yeah, I'm really excited to be doing this. I've been looking forward to doing this for quite a long time. It's been on my hit list of things to do. Oh, missed the spot. I'll come back for that. Yeah, and so you can see now, actually I'm glad that I cut first instead of figuring out flower beds, because I can start to see where there are flowers already. And that, it may not, but it may impact the way that I design it, you know? I mean, we're not going to do anything fancy, don't get me wrong. Just some very simple flower beds around the edge of the garden, but, you know. But it's a nice big old garden, actually. Hadn't realised, it's only when you get in them you realise quite how big these gardens are. And quite generous, really. But it just, you know, it made aesthetic sense, I think. If anything can make sense aesthetically. Just to use the space up how we've used it. Any more on that strip to do? Well, there you go, that's the first one done. I haven't done a time lapse on this series for a while, but I'm tempted to do a bit of a time lapse actually while I do some of this stuff. Maybe not all of it. Ultimately it's just mowing, but it'd be nice for me to see a little bit of each. Don't want to wait too long before I ted it either, because it is wet grass and it will start to rot. So I need to ted it to make it dry grass reasonably quickly. And then I was also thinking we might just neaten up some of this stuff. You know, just a little bit. It'll need doing regularly, but that's fine. We'll just nip between these flowers here. That'll do. Luckily it doesn't seem to want to cut the flowers down, so that's good, because, you know, we like the flowers. There we go. It's doing a grand job of picking it up. But from a mowing perspective, I'd say that's the first house done. Just get some of these verges a little bit as well. Just to make it all look nice and neat. Just come out to the front there. or pick up the forks and move them out of the way. There we go. I should come a little bit close to that hedge, couldn't I? Just cut some of this off. There we go. Much better. How's that look? Lovely. Might neaten up the edge of the road a little bit actually, now having seen that. That's a little bit narrow. But there you go. So first one done. Let's move on. Oh, right. So, been busy, as you can see. I had to go and lease a tedder. I had actually returned the one I got, so it was a little bit annoying, but I only got a little one. I didn't need anything too big, so I got the cheapest one I could get. And yeah, tedded what we've got. I've just done another load. So basically, done obviously the one we did earlier. I've been around all of these verges, all around the car park area, the houses here, and I've started doing inside. But we just run out of space. Just scroll through and do that again. Yes, we just ran out of space here, so I've just started to do. Oops, this bit's a bit tricky to try and get reasonably neat, but it's pretty efficient. It's pretty good. So yeah, so nearly finished all the grass. I haven't done the house that I was at yet. I'll do that later. But I just thought I'd just show, just doing some of this in here, what we've done. And then I think we should get on and start creating some sort of planting areas, really. The planting design I'll do off screen, I think, and then we'll come back and have a look at it sometime. But basically I'm just trying to get these tidy. I may not always mow all the verges. I don't strictly agree with it. Oops. But it's good for the old wildlife. But just to have them looking a bit neater, a bit more presentable for viewers, you know, potential buyers or renters or whatever. I just thought we'd have it all nice and neat and tidy. Slight snag that it doesn't actually pick up in reverse, but it's fine. It's whoa, steady. That's a placeable. I hadn't realised it would wobble quite so much. But it probably means at least I can reposition it if I need to. In fact, I could have moved it out the way in that case while I did this, but there you go. Now we know. Oh, missed a bit. Yeah, this bit I'm just kind of going around. The rest I did pretty neatly in strips. This bit, of course, is slightly trickier space, so we'll just do it any which way we can, really, to be honest, just to get the best finish. But yeah, it's good. It's a great little mower. It does a really good job. I like the fact you can pick up what it drops. Pardon me, sorry. Just, oh no, got stuck under the washing. It's not all mine, obviously. There we go. Where did I see that I dropped some? Oh no, oh, out. I'll go around in a minute and double check. That's not bad. Right, okay. Looks like, oh, you know what? Oi! Now that's interesting, isn't it? It actually won't let me move it, but it can be moved. Oh well. Might even need to come reposition that. Never mind. Okie doke. So, just do down this edge, around the bush. Not too bad already. And then other side. And we are done. So let's go drop the mower and the bushel bagger off. Right, switch that off now. There we go. Right, so let's just then leave that there. Leave that there. Reverse my way out. Right, where did we put the rotavatory thing? Yeah, where did we put the rotatory thing? Where did I leave it? Oh, is this it over here? Yeah. Okay. So. Wow, that's loud. So loud. I hope it's not too bad, but through my headphones, that's just so loud. Okay, so with this one, I think we could probably do something fairly traditional. Might actually, this odd little weed here, maybe we'll put a little border in just along the edge of this path. So if I go, and I'm assuming, right, allow create fields, lower cultivator. Try and keep it reasonably in line with the edge of the path. Just a little way, we'll want a patch of grass coming out. Make it a little bit wider. And then maybe actually at this end we'll square it off. Okie doke. And then I think, pretty traditional, borders all the way around, or borders for a reason, you know. Ba-dum-bum. There we go. Try not to take out the hedges, because I rather like the hedges. That'll do. That might be a touch narrow, might want to make that a little bit wider, but we can certainly could even put some little saplings in, I suppose, have a couple of trees growing away. There we go. And down. So now try not to remove any of the hedges, bushes, you know what I mean. Beautiful. Still plenty of garden space, lawn space. Now then, need to think about whether I might put a shed in or something, but we may not. So for now, let's not worry about it. There we go. I'm going to leave that little patch just at the bottom as is. Not so happy about that bit in the middle. Let's have a look. Just to edge it a little bit. And actually, you know what? If I bring that out, and we could even just do this. I may neaten it up. Reseed here and there. We'll see. And maybe actually, just to finish the shape off, we'll do a little bit of something like that. That's not too bad. So I might neaten it up a little bit here and there, but I think on the whole, that should be okay. Right, next. So that's kind of it, really. That was just, a little bit of this, that, and the other. I say I'll get the other one baled as well, or cut rather, so I can get all of this grass laid out on that field over there, and that way we can get it all tedded. And it's finally, the ground is dry, so that's going to help us. In fact, actually, that means that the grass that I cut from now on, at least at this point, what's the weather forecast like? Sorry, that's really loud. Let's try that again. Right. Okay, so no more rain forecast till late tomorrow evening. So yeah, so hopefully we've got good drying potential all the way through, actually, which is quite unusual, even at night. So that's a good sign. So yeah, we've got a good chance of all that. So I must get that last one cut today, get it laid out, and I think this one will literally just take from here straight up the edge here, trying to keep a reasonable straight line. I'm going to do the same. We'll just have a nice border all the way around. Got that bush there, the sort of hedgy bit in the middle. And again, I might take out some of those wildflowers and replant grass, depending on what I do with the flowers once I've got the borders cut. So I may just continue to tweak these a little bit, but no reason not to. Just going to try and cut around the edge here without making inroads into the bushes. And I think that's actually not bad at all. Could also put some veg patches in, I suppose. I need to think about slots a bit. Maybe that's better than sheds. Maybe I'll have, well, I don't know. I'll look at slot counts, but yeah, veg patches would be a good idea. But again, I've got to be a bit careful around slot counts. I'm going to do this the same way. And the fact we've got a nice curve in that one maybe means I should do the same in this corner. But let's get the depth sorted out first. There we go. And then, oh, sorry, wrong way. And then just do that's actually a reasonable curve. That's not too bad at all. So just add a little bit more width into these. Now what I could do, I also noticed what I kind of need to do is actually have, at the back here there needs to be a path. The path needs to go all the way along. What I could do though is actually, if this will work, and I don't know for sure that it will, but before I put the path in, cut border, just along the back of the house here. Straighten out the way of the step. Oh, got stuck. Too close to the house. I was too close to the door, but that's fine because I can obviously I'll resurface that anyway. Doesn't particularly matter. Make that a little bit wider all the way along. Bullseye. Slightly bigger garden this one, so we can afford to have a little bit extra in terms of borders. Could just do something as close to that as I dare without risking taking it out. Let's put that in like that. I'm hoping this will look alright by the time I've actually got flowers in it. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. Same again. And then maybe same here. So we can see how far back. There we go. Garden simulator. Excellent. All right. So just widen this up a little bit. And then maybe we'll put that, we'll sort of put a bit of a corner on that as well. So it's not quite so, and we'll bring that in a little bit to the extent that we can. And finally, there we go. It's a bit longer than I expected this video actually. We will, but I think that's done. So yeah, I'll do the third one at least just to get the grass cut, which is the urgent bit. You know, the design and the planting and stuff we can do. I'm going to switch that off so we haven't got the risk of me messing up somewhere. Interesting. All right, well, we'll see how that goes. So a little bit of work to do, I will do. And so we've just got this one over here, really. I might do the verges around No Man's Land Foods, actually, as well, just to, again, neaten that up a touch. But I'll just leave this here for now, so it's out of the way. And, oh, switch it off, because crikey, that's loud. Okay. So there you go. Let's go have a look. That's how it all looks. All nice and neat, all nice and tidy. I'll double check that it didn't miss any dropped grass in here. Doesn't look like it. I was sure I had, but it looks fine. All good through here. Just jump over that. Come into this one. Path's all good. Yeah, no borders. I think that'll look quite good actually. I'll put the odd extension to the hedges here. That could have been a little bit wider, but it's all right. I don't want to get too close to these, and by the time it's planted up, it will look fine. Again, could have curved that a little bit as well, but it's okay. Nice to have them slightly different. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Hopefully, by the time it's got flowers in, it'll look something vaguely like a garden. Anyway, that was it. Something a bit different for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, likes and subscriptions are very much appreciated. And take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.